Getting some breaking news now. The Union Home Ministry has asked the states and the Union territories to consider relaxing the COVID curbs for social, sports, entertainment, academic and other religious events, as well as the night curfew hours in view of the substantial decline in the number of COVID cases. My colleague Ayushman now joins me on the broadcast. Ayushman, what are the kind of curbs that will be possibly lifted now?
Well, the Home Ministry has written to the states to, they have suggested that implementation of a risk assessment-based approach by the states, by the Union Ministry was suggested. Accordingly, after a careful analysis, in fact, it has been decided that depending upon local assessment of the local situation, the social, sports, entertainment, academic, cultural, and the festival-related gatherings, somewhere the commercial activities should be relaxed, and that's why the guideline, in the guideline, the Union Home Secretary has emphasized that wearing of mask, maintaining of social distancing and all should continue. But as we know that the cases are ebbing, the economic activities should resume. There were restrictions which were announced prior to the third wave, and that somehow, based on the local situations analysis, should be eased out, is what the letter of Union Home Secretary reads.
Right, Ayushman, in fact, stay on with me. You're getting some more breaking news regarding this particular easing of curbs. The District Disaster Management Authority has decided to remove the night curfew in Delhi. So, big development coming from the national capital. Standing passengers will be allowed for traveling in metros and buses. Earlier, this was not allowed. Now, even people who are standing and traveling would be allowed inside metros and buses. And the fine for not wearing masks will be reduced. Ayushman continues to be with me. Yes, Ayushman, fresh curbs that we were talking about that possibly will be lifted. Now we are getting to know that in fact some of these curbs have been lifted from Delhi. Night curfew now stands removed.
Yes, in fact, the DDMA has now decided that the COVID curbs, which we are seeing in the national capital, will be eased out. Night curfew is in all possibility will be removed. The schools opening will be something that will still be decided. In fact, right now, the standing passengers in the metros and buses are not allowed. That will be soon allowed. And also, most importantly, the people being challaned and being fined for not wearing a mask. The fine imposition currently is about 2,000 rupees. That is definitely going to see a cut, and in the national capital in the coming days, we are going to see the removal of night curfews as well as a reduction in the pricing that we are paying for not adhering to mask guidelines.
Right, Ayushman, thank you so much for joining me. But in fact, we should tell our viewers that this should not be a deterrent as far as masks wearing is concerned. You should not go ahead and drop your mask because remember, the virus is still intact and we have to actually keep ourselves safe.